Hi, Sandy. Thank you so much for your patience today. Today has been anything but easy. It's been utter chaos around here in my world. So apologies. We got a couple of questions. We're going to try and get you some answers. So I wrote those down. So the first one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 different tarot decks plus the Who's Thinking About You to try and get some clarity on the new person, the one that we don't know much about, as well as the person from work, Mason. Apologies if my throat sounds hoarse. I just recorded a shit ton of videos today. So let's roll with it. Let's see what we got. So if I stay, what is the outcome? If Sandy stays in her current situation, what is the outcome? I want cards that come all the way out for her answers. What does she need to see if she stays? What's the outcome if she chooses to stay in her current situation? Abundance. Interesting. Okay, so this is a card of new possibilities for work and finance. It's literally seen as a gift from the divine. So whether that's on your end or the husband's end, there is a new prospect of abundance coming in. I don't know how this comes in, but it's like a side hustle, a new job, a career, fire sign energy, and earth sign energy. So the King of Wands. This is somebody that can help you achieve your dreams and goals. They're passionate, they're driven, they're outspoken, lots of fiery energy coming to the surface. They say what's on their mind. They don't really hold back. So I feel like there needs to be a conversation between you and your current partner. And I feel like that takes a lot of courage. But I feel like if you choose to stay in the current situation that you're in, something's got to change. And I know that you feel like things can't change necessarily, but I feel like you almost need to make the effort to try. And like, as an example, I feel like if you are going to choose to stay in your current situation, then you need to get out of your head all of these ideas of leaving. I feel like you need to get out of your head of any other possibilities like affairs or leaving him for somebody else. If you're in it, you're going to be in it. And you need to be 100% dedicated to being in this commitment. Otherwise, I would say it's probably better that you get out. So let's see what else we have. Yeah. Any sort of deception is going to be revealed. So this could happen under a new moon or a full moon, but it illuminates any sort of deception or lies. So I pick up a couple of different things with this card. One, it could be a fire sign or an air sign that there's some sort of deception going on that's found out. The other thing I pick up is that if there has been any sort of cheating or infidelity on either part, it's going to be revealed. And I feel like it comes out almost in like a shocking way. Like, could be like an argument where somebody's just like, well, fine, I've already been with somebody else anyway. So, what would it matter if I stayed now? I feel like it could be a very heated discussion. Let's put it that way. So I know you're dreading that because, like, let's face it, nobody wants to deal with all that conflict and chaos. I feel like ultimately you may decide not to stay, that you might still choose to walk away. Because ultimately I feel like you're not happy. And so if we're not happy, we're not going to put in the effort. I feel like if he's not matching your energy and he's not putting in the effort, that's going to be a red flag for you to want to bail too. So the question was, what happens if I stay? I feel like you're going to be kind of dealing with the same sort of shit you've been dealing with, and that unless both parties are on the same page and you're committed to being in it, then I feel like we're just kind of spinning our wheels. Yeah. So you've got to learn to shift your perspective. I feel like you really need to see the truth for what it is. Is it salvageable? Is it not? And be honest with yourself. If it's not, then it's not. Then why are you investing any more time? I do think that you could have some better opportunities. This could be with an earth sign. Your first card was the Ace of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. It could be a new opportunity that presents itself for work. Again, I keep telling you, I think you're going to meet somebody through work, not necessarily that you work with them, but somehow you meet them through your job. And I feel like this is somebody who's well established. This also tells you that slow and steady wins the race. Do you want to stick it out till death do us part, or do you not? And you have to make that decision. Whoever this earth sign is, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, is very trustworthy, very loyal. They're very stable. Financially, they might be well off. And this is somebody that I feel like could help you kind of balance things out and get back on your feet. So we have two kings here. We have the King of Wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Sag, or Leo. And we have the King of Pentacles, which is earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So I do feel like there is multiple options, and that comes out in most of your readings. You're going to have to walk away from one to be happy with the other. So if you choose to stay in your current situation, I feel like you're going to get to the point where you choose to walk away anyway. Because I don't feel like both of you are on the same page. And I feel like that's the struggle, is like maybe he can't see your point of view. Maybe he doesn't see that anything that he's doing, that there's anything wrong with it. And so he's kind of not putting in the effort or refusing to change. So that's going to make you just feel like you're knocking your head against a brick wall. So I feel like if you choose to stay, you're still probably going to want to leave. So do you want to stay in that situation? Do you really want to invest the time and energy with somebody who isn't meeting your needs, who isn't giving you what you actually need? Because I feel like you could be happy elsewhere. King and Queen of Pentacles. So while your current partnership might offer you some financial stability, is it mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy? And if it's not, you're looking for more than just monetary stuff. You're looking for all of those needs to be met. Most of those needs are going to need to be met on your own. And then I feel like you're going to energetically align with who and where you're supposed to be. So realize what you bring to the table. It's not about money. It's not about assets. It's not about any of the material things. It's about energetically, spiritually, physically, all of those things. What do you bring to the table? Are you a good person? Are you really somebody who's loyal and trustworthy? Do you value partnership? Those might be some things that you bring to a relationship. What is the other person bringing into the relationship? Is it toxic? Is it healthy? Is it stability, or is it chaos? You've already had chaos. Do you want more of that? Those are some things that I would evaluate to decide, is this where you want to be or is it not? Because I feel like ultimately you are still going to be like wanting to leave. So even if it gets better temporarily, it looks like there's going to be a decision to like, I've fucking had it. I'm out of here. I don't want to do this anymore. So weigh your options carefully with that one. If you go, what is the outcome? Let's see what we've got for that one. And the reason I decided to pull several tarot decks for this is because it's going to give us the most clarity. And then if we have a lot of similarities, you know, it kind of gives you a pretty clear answer. So what is the outcome if she chooses to walk away from the current situation? Yeah, you're going to have to face your fears and pick which direction you actually want to go. So what does the future hold for you if you leave? What does that look like? What does the world kind of open up for you if you're not chained down to this heavy situation that you're in? It opens up doors of like completing cycles and really finding the balance, finding your peace from within. So, I mean, we have some decisions to weigh here. I feel like you've waited a really long time, and if you choose to leave, it looks like your ships are finally coming in. So the delays are going to prove necessary to get you where you need to be. It could be somebody that I call the ideal father figure, the King of Cups. It's water sign energy, so Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. I feel like this person is somebody who's very emotionally evolved. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They're protective. They're somebody that's trustworthy, and he's an all-around good guy, so I call him the ideal father figure for a reason. So I do feel like there is potential for new partnership coming in. We have 3 kings in your reading already, so there could potentially be the room for new love and romance, a fresh start, a new beginning, happiness, joy, expansion, a fresh start. Marriage potentially, if that's something that you want down the line, if you're willing to shift your perspective and see things differently. But you have to get the truth first. You have to see the truth for what it is. You've got to kind of untangle this ball of yarn or this messy way of thinking and get the clarity that you need in order to decide what it is that you want. This could be somebody younger than you. Could be, again, a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I feel like you could be meeting somebody who's destined to be in your life. This card literally has the red string of fate. So you're energetically tethered to the right person that you're supposed to be with. And I feel like this connection could come in quickly once you make a decision on what direction do you want to go? Do you want to stay or do you want to leave? Because you do have to make a choice, and we know that, in order to actually move forward. So I feel like there will be financial opportunities that come in, opportunities for breakthroughs coming in, and opportunities for love should you choose to leave this current situation. Let's see if we can figure out who the new person is. All right, so we've got to clear out some karmic cycles, judgment being out here. Obviously, if you divorce, you're going to have to go through the legal channels in order to facilitate that. But judgment is also a card that shows us that final judgments are being passed. It's in the upright, so it looks like it goes in your favor. It brings improvements. It brings a change of perspective. It brings a rebirth and karma being dealt, good or bad. So, incoming person. Tell me about this incoming person that you waited a long time for them to come in. 3 of Wands of both decks. So I do feel like it's been a long time coming. I also feel like this person could be self-motivated. They might be a bit of a free spirit. And it says reward and romance on here. So they might kind of reset the balance for you. They also might be an overthinker. I feel like you could also be an overthinker. Maybe they feel really trapped by anxiety, things like that, or cycles that need to close out. I feel like they also could have maybe dealt with some deceptive partners in the past. So you might have some things in common. Knight of Swords. Somebody has to be brave and courageous to take action. I feel like they will. It could also be you that's being action oriented, but we're trying to find out about the incoming person. So they could have, looks like air or fire placements so far. Being brave, being confident, being courageous, willing to take action, Libra energy. Remember, we've got to go through the proper channels to get to where we need to be. Contracts, legalities, finding the balance, finding the harmony, finding the equality. I feel like this person could even potentially work in like the justice field, lawyers, judges, paralegals, police officers, things like that. This person, that might be what they actually do. And there's the union. So soulmate energy coming through with the 10 of Cups. I feel like this person would be like a breath of fresh air for you. And I do get a lot of water energy in this as well as air. So could be any of them. But this would be like a harmonious connection where I feel like that's kind of lacking in the current situation. A lot of security, feeling like you fit in. And I feel like that person is also looking for similar. Yep, they're looking for love and commitment. So the new person is absolutely looking for a soul connection with their true person. So that's what your new person is that's looking for. Your new person is looking for love, commitment. You have the 2 of Cups with the 10 of Cups, justice, judgment. So I would feel like this person has just got to kind of clear their head and quit overthinking things to make their approach. But I do feel like there's issues that have to be resolved with judgment and justice being in this one. So they might be dealing with some things as well that they have to tie up loose ends and resolve before they're able to come forward. And I feel like same for you. Again, energetic matches, right? We want to be able to come together, not repel ourselves away from these things. So our last question was new person at work, Mason. Let's see. What else about Mason? What do we need to know about him? I actually want to pull tarot first. All right, tell me about this person, Mason. What does she need to know about him? Ooh, he's kicking some really toxic habits, which is a good thing. The Devil in reverse is the only way that I like the Devil, because it means we're overcoming these challenges. So he could be overcoming something as well. Addictions, codependency, things that are making him feel stuck and trapped. And those things are changing rapidly. So he's finding the balance. I feel like movement, forward progress is also there. Yep, and love offers. So something that you feel like is too good to be true. When pigs fly, that'll happen, but it's genuine. This person could be younger than you. They might see you as very free-spirited and adventurous, and they could be even potentially manifesting you. So This person might know what they're doing with that. They might not. They might just be overthinking a situation, and that's manifesting something as well. But the Magician creates their own reality. So this person could be trying to do that, and there's the work. So either needing to put in the hard work will pay off, or potentially meeting this person at work. All right, so tell me about this new person. Tell me about the new person that's coming in. One of you is short, under 5 foot. Aries are a fire sign. We have the King of Wands out here. Beautiful smile. One of you is a smoker, best friend, BFF. Listens to rock or alternative. Loves to sing, letter N. Well-dressed, suits, dresses, or business professional, letter H. Curly or wavy hair, letter B. Z. Brown hair. Blue collar, hard worker. Let's get a couple more. Tell me about the new person, the partnership that's coming in. The 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Tell me who it is. Husband. Can't make that up if I fucking tried. 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, husband. So they definitely want to make things official once it happens. Scorpio and water sign are small nose. Hiker likes the outdoors. Dimples in the chin. A button nose. Average height 5'5" to 5'10", healthy lifestyle, stalker online or in real life. Hasn't this come out several times for you too? And somebody who's a gamer, likes to procrastinate, might be unmotivated and a dreamer. E, Aquarius or air sign, boyfriend but wants to turn it into a husband. C, could have yellow in the eyes, loves the beach, Leo or a fire sign. So I feel like it's fire and air and water that's predominant in here. Not a lot of earth energy. Green eyes. T, has a large dog. Taurus or an earth sign, and that's, you know, earth sign energy. Junk food junkie. S, muscular build, is in a band. O, big full lips, blue eyes. So there is potential for multiple people to be in here because you have, I think you have 1, 2, 3. You have 3 of the 4 kings out of this deck. So I feel like there is 4 potentially new people that could be coming in, but I think only one of them is going to be what you're looking for. So one of them is not quite mature enough yet. That's page energy. The 3 kings could potentially be good mates because the kings are evolved. You know, they've got their crap figured out and they're ready to like take action and go after what they want. The King of Pentacles is really grounded and really stable, and financially he's good. The King of Cups is going to give you the emotional element, and the King of Wands is the fiery, passionate side. So you'd have some choices to make. The choice is always yours. You can completely change the outcome of any of these if you decide you want to. So it's up to you. You have to decide what you want. Do you want to stay in your current situation? Do you want to leave it? And do you want somebody completely new? Only you know that for sure. The choice is yours, meaning that like if you choose to stay with your current one, I feel like you're still going to be unhappy and you're still going to want to leave eventually anyway. Your call. The second one, I feel like if you choose to leave, things could greatly improve and you could potentially meet somebody new that you end up with down the road. And the third scenario tells me that it could be a lot of happiness as well. If it were me, and it's not, I would say that if it's just not worth saving and you've tried and you've tried and you tried and nothing works, it's probably time to leave. If you leave, I feel like things greatly start to improve, and I think it's going to happen pretty quickly for you, but give yourself some time to adjust to that should you leave. The other thing is you've got to finalize a lot of this stuff through the courts and legalities, and I feel like that could potentially also be how you meet a future person. Not that like it would be your divorce attorney or anything crazy like that, but hey, you know, stranger things have happened. I do feel like you meet this person through some form of work. Theirs or yours. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's come out multiple times that you meet them through some sort of work or group activity. So I would say that you need to think long and hard about what it is you really want before you pull the trigger on anything and really decide. Have that hard conversation and see where it goes. Do we save this or are we abandoning ship? Because I feel like you both need to know what's going on. surprises aren't good in that area. That happened to me and it really, really sucked. So I would say to not incur any negative karma, be on the same page. And if you don't want to stay, you don't want to stay. If you choose to go in a different direction, I feel like things really are going to start to change for you. But I feel like you need to make that conscious choice of what you want to do going forward. And the third option is potential for somebody that really does want to go the distance, that really wants marriage and commitment in the future. So ask yourself, is that something you're open to or not? Do you never want to do this again? Because some people are like, nope, once and done. I'm good. I never want to do that again. I would say that the Mason person at work is also overcoming a lot of toxic challenges and probably still has some growing to do. So whether they're gawking at you, staring at you, or whatever, it may or may not be a good option. You would have to kind of tread lightly and figure out if you want that or if you don't. What I'm seeing is that this person isn't ready to offer you like stability. I would say that this person is more like, yeah, I might have a crush on you or whatever, but it's nothing that I see leads to like forever going on. Whereas the new person that's coming in that you don't know yet, I do feel like there is stable energy there that's leading to a real life commitment should you actually want it. Hope it helps. Have a good rest of your week. We'll see you soon.